Of all the places in the world, Germany is one of the great cultures that comes to mind when we think of beer. And despite its complicated history, Germany has woven a beautiful tapestry of flavor from its food to its beer for over 1,000 years. German food may appear simple at first, but it's incredibly regional, with influences coming from Eastern Europe, Austria, Northern Italy, Switzerland, and beyond. At the center of the dishes full of meats, potatoes, cabbage, bread, and cheese, you'll find comfort and beer. I'm Jeremy Storton. I'm an Advanced Cicerone and host of the Good Beer Matters podcast. I've partnered with BrewDB to bring you A Taste of BrewKnowledge. A Taste of BrewKnowledge is a series of videos to help you cook with and pair great beer with excellent food. In this video, we're going to pair beer and German food. Emmentaler cheese and a Helles. When you border both France and Switzerland, there's a good chance that your cheese will be amazing. Germany also makes cheese that we typically associate with other countries. One of these cheeses is Emmentaler. Emmentaler is an earthy cheese with flavor notes of fruit, butter, and hay. The beer brings out the sweetness of the cheese, and the cheese pulls out the hop character into more prominence. They show off each other's opposing traits, but maintain a balance in a very intriguing way. A pretzel and a dunkel. During the Middle Ages, monks gave pretzels away to the poor as sustenance and a religious symbol. Eventually, it became a sign of good fortune. I'd have to agree because the soft pretzel with butter overtones and coarse salt tastes absolutely divine with the chocolatey nuttiness of a Munich dunkel. A bratwurst and a Märzen. German cuisine is famous for an amazing array of sausage. A classic we can find any time of year, but especially at the end of September, is the sweet and ever so savory bratwurst. A Märzen has been a tried and true pairing for over 100 years because of its lightly toasted bread crust flavors. Think of it as a toasted bun and a brat. A Reuben sandwich and a Weizenbock. If you take corned beef and add sauerkraut, melted Swiss cheese, and rye bread, it becomes an incredible force of flavor known as the Reuben sandwich. We need a beer bold enough to not only stand up to this culinary statement, but to contribute as well. A Weizenbock is a strong German wheat beer that can offer chocolate, caramel, and dark dried fruit flavors, along with the requisite wet dough, banana, and clove. This pairing is filling, but absolutely worth it. A Schnitzel and a Maibach. Schnitzel is thin pork that has been seasoned and deep fried and often served with fries or potatoes. A Maibach has a strength to match the intensity, while the Maillard flavors of both bridge the gap between the meat and the beer. I've done thorough research, and this is delicious. Käsespätzle and Schwarzbier. Käsespätzle is a sort of German mac and cheese with crispy onions on top. I love the flavors of creamy cheese and pasta when balanced by a slightly roasty beer. A Schwarzbier adds roasted chocolate flavors to contrast and strike the balance between supporting the dish and tantalizing our senses. Black Forest cake and a Doppelbock. The Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, or Black Forest cake, is a delightful synergy of creamy and moderately sweet chocolate with deep dark cherries, which by itself is a perfect pairing. I want a beer that won't interfere with this perfect union, but instead will add bold caramel sweetness, alcohol to balance, and carbonation to cleanse my palate between bites. A dark Doppelbock is perfect for this task. Germany is a place full of beauty that beckons us to bring our family or sit with friends and enjoy their company for a while. It's a culture that shapes the way we think about literature, art, philosophy, and cars that are meant to be driven. Just the sheer diversity of elegant beer styles shows it's also a culture full of flavor that has inspired the world. So fill your stein and enjoy. Prost. Just remember, there's a world of craft and culture found in every beer. Your glass awaits.